This is the story of three families. Jay and Gloria are newlyweds.
Hi, I'm Gloria Pritchett.
Oh, this must be your dad.
Actually, no, I'm her husband. Don't be fooled by the, Give me a second here.
Mitchell and Cameron are proud new parents.
Look at that baby with those cream puffs.
This baby would have grown up in a crowded orphanage if it wasn't for us cream puffs. And you know what? No, to all of you who judge, shame on you. What?
She's got the cream puffs.
Oh.
Phil and Claire have the traditional family.
I'm the cool dad. I know all the dances to High School Musical.
We're all in this together. Yes, we are.
No matter how different they are,
We're here, coming in.
Don't worry, Dad. Nothing gay going on here.
they're one big happy family.
Oh, a beautiful dress.
I thank you, Phil.
Okay.
No,
that
hey,
is-
Phil. So she says Phil, not feel. Phil.
ABC's Modern Family series premiere Wednesday, September 23rd on ABC.
Have you ever heard of Express Christmas?
City TV Wednesday.
By tonight, we could be celebrating Christmas.
Put some clothes on. We're getting a treat.
You better watch out.
I am fighting!
Christmas is coming a little early this year.
On Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer, and Vixen. That kind of worked out.
On the next Modern Family.
You've got to lower your expectations.
Merry freaking Christmas!
Modern Family. 9 Wednesday on City TV.
Sitcom, are ye faithful? A Christmas podcast special, where for the third time I discuss 25 Christmas sitcom episodes. Please come and listen every day up through Christmas. I'm sure we'll feature Jeannie, the Tanners, and Nell Harper, Chandler Bing, Mr. Roper. It will be dynamite. We'll definitely feature a character who says dynamite. Happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome back to Sitcom, y'all ye faithful, where today I'm talking about a Season 3 episode of Modern Family. It is December 21st. It really is. This isn't one of those things where I'm saying it's the day and it's not the day. No, this is the day. This is December 21st. I am talking to you during my lunch break. And here I am for the 21st day in a row talking Christmas sitcoms. No guest today, but fear not. I think the next 3 episodes will be guest to close out the year, and then one final episode where I get to go to Milwaukee and spend Christmas with the Cunninghams for one more year. Well, actually, there should be one more after that, but I get to do it for the 3rd year in a row. But that's not what we're about. We're not talking about the Cunningham family today. We're talking about the Modern Family today. The Dumfies and the Pritchetts. We're going back to an episode that I can't believe is 12 years ago, December 7th, 2011. The episode happened in December. Didn't happen on Christmas Day. And the story that we're talking about today didn't happen in December, but it didn't happen on Christmas Day. The whole family's sitting around. I think they're in Jay's pool, hanging out in the pool area, where they find out that Claire. I get some of the names mixed up. Claire and Mitchell's mother, now played by Shelley Long in the show. I think she was always Shelley Long, but she's not coming back for Christmas because she is going on a cruise, so she's not going to be there for Christmas. And it turns out that was kind of the thing that was keeping them together, because Mom was going to be in town. Jay and Gloria were heading out, And now that Mom's not coming to town, Cam wants to take Mitchell back to his family to have Christmas there. And I like Claire goes, no, Christmas is about family. He goes, well, who do you think we're going to be seeing wherever? In was it Missouri? Who do you think we're seeing in Missouri? The Oak Ridge Boys? Like he gets so angry. Modern Family is a show. I need to talk about this first, where I feel like it was very celebrated. I think it was very successful, but I don't think it was given the cool factor. You know, like certain shows like, oh, you got to, like, there are shows that I love. Like everyone loves Parks and Rec, and everyone, like the cool people like Community and all the, you know, these shows that have the more niche, but are also very funny. But I feel like Modern Family, it's, dare I say, is underrated because it's not, I don't think like youngins would watch it and enjoy it. But I got to tell you, this is a sharply written, very funny show with great acting, great performances. And Phil Dunphy, I said it in my show notes, Phil Dunphy is one of the greatest sitcom characters of the 21st century. He just is. And he shows it in this episode. He may not be... No, I think he is the star of this episode. He gets the most laughs easily. So they all find out that they're going to... Everyone's taking off. So the Dumfies are leaving, but they're going to be back on the 21st. And that's when Cam and Mitchell are going to leave on the 21st. So they realize that the last time they're really going to be together is on that very day, December 16th. So what do? They make December 16th their Express Christmas. That's a term that Phil came up with. He goes, have you ever heard of it? No, because I made it up right now. Express Christmas. They're going to do everything in that one day, get everything done, spend time, get the gifts, get the food, get the decorations, everything, all in a day, and be able to enjoy Christmas together. So that is the plan, and it made me think of a thing that I called, what did I call it? Chris giving. No, there was something, I had a good term for it. Thanks Christmasween. I forget what there was a good, Christmas, thanks Christmasween, whatever it is. It was definitely, it rolled off the tongue better than what I'm doing right now. But a few years back, my in-laws would start, they'd be around for Christmas. Then they started going to Florida a little earlier. Chris Halloween. Chris Halloween. Nope, that's Christmas and Halloween. Thanks Christmasween. Thanks Christmasween? Nah, there was definitely something better than that. So they... and they also lived an hour and a half away from us when they lived in this area, up in New England area. So it was during COVID. I remember going up there, and it was 2020, right? Yeah, it was definitely 2020 when that happened. And sadly, I know that because my father-in-law passed away in early 2021. So this was actually the last time that we were able to do something like that. So that makes it actually special, but it was just kind of funny that they all tried to jam everything in. It was one sister's birthday, so they got her gifts. They gave us our gifts. And I think the very next day they were driving off of Florida. And if you know anything about me now, I'm the one driving my mother-in-law to Florida. And she lives around here, but she's not here for Christmas again. So there's that connection too, where seeing the kids, Claire and Mitchell, it turns out they were kind of upset because they weren't really going to be spending Christmas with their mom. And I get that. I don't experience it because my parents, I'm still doing Christmas with them and I'm having with my brother, but not having, the mom around. I see that. I see it right out in front. But I just remember Chris Halloween. I can't come up with it. Christmasween giving. I'm really, really blowing it. But anyway, we had, they had a friend over. They had my wife's aunt over. So everyone was kind of there. And we did the gave grace. Like we did all kinds of the Christmas blessing, all those things. But I just remember my mother-in-law going, I don't care. I want to give everyone a hug. And she's going around giving hugs. And that freaked me the F. If my body couldn't have curved in her, I was pushing it for me. I was very uncomfortable around people during the height of COVID. And for me, I was like, my whole body, I was like caving in on itself. Like, no, please don't hug me. And I got annoyed. I was like, please, what the hell? And of course, everyone was fine. And there wasn't a big deal. But the actual act of it, and I'm like, these people are like in their 70s. What are we doing here? But anyway, that just made me think of that, and almost makes me think of something you'd see in a sitcom. Back to the sitcom, they all are ready to do all their Christmas planning, and they kind of break it off into three different groups, 4 different groups. Luke and Gloria go to the attic to get all the decorations. Phil and Cam are going to wrap all the gifts. Not Phil and Cam, Jay and Cam. Phil is going to take Manny to get all the shopping done. And Gloria, I said, is with Luke. And Claire is with... Oh, wait, I'm still going. Wait a minute. How many do I got? Claire is with Haley. They're going shopping at Target. Product placement. Gloria is with Luke. They're getting the decorations. Cam is with Jay doing the wrapping. Oh, there's 5 groups. Phil is with Manny doing the shopping. I think I might be overlapping. And Claire and Mitchell is with the younger girl who I can't remember her name at the moment, and they're going to get the tree. So all, of course, hilarity ensues in every area. Mitchell and what the hell is her name? The middle daughter. I can remember the actress's name, Ariel Winter, but I can't remember the character's name. They discover that they are... Okay, Alex, that's her name. They discovered that they get along. Why don't they shop more? Because they both hate shopping, but they're both kind of... They're the too smart for the whole family kind of thing, the two of them. I feel like they have that in common. And they're looking for the perfect tree, and the tree salesman goes, I think I know what you want over here. And they see a pink tree, and Alex is like, how dare you, even though my uncle is clearly gay, how dare you do the stereotype? And I find that very, she unloads on him. And he's like, thank you very much, first of all. And second of all, and the guy goes, I meant the trees over there in the truck. They're the Douglas firs, the 8-foot, exactly what you're looking for. And they're like, you know what? We'll pay for it. We'll tie it to the roof ourselves. We apologize. And of course, they tie it to the roof themselves. They don't do a very good job. When they pull out, the tree smashes into the street. And then a car comes and runs it over. What we find out is that this car is Gloria and Luke. I don't know why they were going shopping, or maybe they went to one house. I don't know why they were in the car. But they end up running over. They're the ones who run over the tree. And at one point, they went to pick up the mother's angel. Maybe that's where they were. I don't know. And all right, because then they were going back to the Dumfries house. So they were in the attic, found the angel that they want for the tree because it's special for their mom. When they run over the tree, Gloria then sees a spider. She throws the angel out of the car. It gets run over too. So there's that. So there's that little overlap. Not a lot of overlapping, but earlier in the episode, Luke is telling Manny, it comes up, they're going to Mexico, and Luke tells Manny, Mexico, there's lots of kidnapping there. You can get snatched up. He just keeps like being a little jerk to him. And they're like, Luke said he'd go look in the attic. Manny's like, I don't want to look in the attic. I don't want to be in the attic. And he goes, that might be where he goes, you won't find me in the attic. And Luke goes, that might be exactly where they find you. It was very funny. And because of that, Manny was on heightened alert. He was very nervous about being kidnapped. He's like, you already lost me in the grocery store, he said to Phil. Then they pulled over to the side of the road to this like abandoned lot because they were meeting a guy to buy a Joe DiMaggio card off of Craigslist as a gift for Jay. Well, the guy realizes that, it's a mint condition card, so the guy asked for $50 more than he had. And Phil's like, I don't have that. This is what I'm offering. And Manny is nervous because it's some strange man walking. And the guy goes, give me the butterball. He wants he wants the turkey, but the kid thinks he wants to be kidnapped. He's like, no. He goes, I know what to do. And he takes out his taser, and he accidentally tases Phil. And that is whenever anyone gets tased, that is the funniest part of the show. Phil loses his mind, tasing, shaking. flipping out. He goes, he meant the turkey. So the guy takes the turkey, gives Phil the card. Phil's still shaking. He's like, it's in mint condition. And he's shaking so much that he bends the card. His hand's like in a tight fist. Near mint. Then he goes, almost mint. Garbage. And he keeps shaking the whole time. Later in the episode, for no reason, he'll start, like he'll have a little jump. They come back to the house, and they realize there's no turkey anymore. He got everyone Cornish game hands. At the same time, Phil and Cam are they're wrapping gifts together, and Cam just wants to bond with not Phil. I keep saying Phil, with Jay at O'Neill. He wants to bond with him, and he goes, "I got you a gift," and he gave him this little gift. And he goes, "It's a cork. Is there something it goes with? Significance?" He goes, "I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. It was the cork from the bottle of wine that they shared during the first time they watched football together, because that's their bonding experience." Like Jay probably thought, what am I going to have in common with my son's boyfriend? Turns out that Cam is a huge football fan. He becomes a football coach later on in the show, and they bond over that. So Cam obviously overthought this. He's like, I can't believe it. I've done this. I overdid it. And later Phil goes, you have to lower your expectations, okay? And he's like, I get it, baby steps. He goes, no steps. This is it. This is what you get. He's like, I've done it again, but later they hug at the end of the episode. So when they all gather back at the house, and actually Claire and Haley actually have a funny thing. They go to Target, and they're trying to get all the gifts, and she uses Haley. Haley just wants to go to a party, because it's not Christmas. She was going to go to a party. She goes, I worked my ass off to get a B. Because what was the point of all that? And Claire's thinking, well, maybe to get good grades. But Phil goes, who knows anymore? But don't worry, you'll be able to get to the party on time. And they go shopping, and Claire uses her ability. She goes, you've been training for this your entire life. Here, you can do this. This is your thing. You shop like you're the best shopper I know. So they get all these things except the last thing. So she sees a toy, she goes up to it, and she's about to get it, and the guy grabs it. And she's like, she knows what to do. So she kind of lowers her shirt a little bit because she's wearing a bikini underneath. And she goes to walk up to the boy, and she hears him call another guy on the phone, and he sounds like they might be a couple together. She's like, oh, that's not going to work. So she sees a woman in a red shirt, and she goes, you get an idea. She follows the woman. Next thing you know, she walks up to the guy again, in a red Target shirt. She goes, excuse me, sir, do you want me to take this up to the register for you? He goes, that'd be great. She goes, my pleasure. She walks away with 2 gifts, throws the one away she doesn't need, and just brings the other one up to Claire. Goes, here you go, ma'am. Here's the gift you were looking for, and walks away. So she was able to get the gift, the last gift that they were getting for Lily, the Cam and Mitchell's daughter. So they all end up back at the house. Afterwards, the tree is smashed. The angel is smashed. The turkey's not there, so Phil got them all Cornish game hands. He goes, "We can have them all, and we can enjoy it." He takes out the taser and he starts tasing the Cornish hands. He goes, "Merry freaking Christmas!" And Gloria's like, "Is that my taser?" He's like, "Yeah, and it works great." And they realize none of it's working. They're like, this doesn't work. I don't want this anymore. And Gloria finally says to Claire and Mitchell, you just miss your mother. That's what it is. You miss your mother. This is what this is all about. Let's try to enjoy Christmas. It's not Christmas, so let's enjoy it. She goes, come here. They go, you're not my mom. She goes, no, you need a mother. She gives them a little hug. And then Phil goes, you know what? Or Jay says, you know what? This isn't working. Let's all go. Let's all go out for Chinese food. My treat. We'll enjoy it. We'll still make the best of this. Come on. They go open the door. When they open the door, there's snow everywhere in the front. Now, they live in California. It's summer constantly. They're by the pool earlier that day. Jay paid for someone to put snow all over the front yard. And they're like, oh, my God, I should have known, Dad, you hate Chinese food. And they have snowball fights, and they're running around playing in the snow. So it was like a nice touching thing. And then at the end, they usually kind of end up with some kind of montage with a voiceover, kind of bring it on home. Gloria talks about family, and it was just a nice little thing. Everyone kind of came together for that special day, and it got me a little teared up a little bit, just thinking about Christmas and family. And that is what the show is supposed to do. That is what it did. It nailed that perfectly. And I think think that's it. I think we've covered this episode of Modern Family. I'm very happy that I got to today and I said, oh my God, I already know what 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th are. I know what those are. I have the guests lined up. I have the scheduled Zooms ready to go. And I know day 25, I have the episode ready to roll. I didn't know what I was doing today until today. So I have a list. I have a spreadsheet. I love spreadsheets. Any excuse to make a spreadsheet in Google Sheets. So I made a list. I'm going through it. I'm like, I don't want something too old. I don't want something like, what do I want? What do I want to go through? And then I look, and I did Henry Danger yesterday. Like, how many people even watch that? It's a tremendous show, but I wonder how many people will connect to that. And then I said, there it is. Boom. A current show. Got to do it. Here it is. Modern Family. Very happy that I did this. And, at some point, I'm going to run into the point where I don't want to talk about, I want to start repeating shows. And I've already done it more than this year than ever, usually with guests. But I try to keep as many unique shows as I can. But there's a certain point, because I'm never stopping this. There's a certain point where I'm going to want to, repeat a show. So if I want to watch another Modern Family, I know there are other Christmas episodes out there. I talk about Happy Days. I do Happy Days on the 25th every year. Based on what I looked at today, next year is the last year I can do that. So I've got to come up with another day 25 show. And I don't know what that is yet. I don't know. I still have to get through this year and next year before I worry about that. But gosh darn it, and I apologize for swearing, but gosh darn it, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing it. Now, if you're finding this on YouTube, I just want to say thank you for finding it. And I hope you go to fansnotexperts.com and check out Geek Mentality, because there's another thing I do. There's a few other things I do on this podcast. I do a Marty McFly show, which I might put all the episodes up for that. The movie month, I'm going to start posting those up. Maybe I'll backlog it too, because I have hundreds of episodes of that to go put up. There's just so much. And now that YouTube, there's a way to connect my podcast directly to YouTube, where they update these podcasts, they upload these shows automatically to YouTube. It has been tremendous, and it's added to the show. It's made people find it that have never found it before. I see comments on YouTube, interaction that I've never had before, and I really appreciate it. And I'm really happy about doing that, and it just makes me excited about, I see the numbers on the podcast. I know I don't do this for the accolades. I don't do this because I'm reaching the masses. I do this because these are fun projects, and I enjoy creating, and I enjoy mass producing, little challenges and achieving them. And darn it, I'm doing it again. And with this, there's 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 4 more episodes to go. And if you pay attention to this podcast, you'll already know that one of them, well, I won't say it, but one of them's already in the books. One of them is already in the can, ready to roll. But that's for another day. Tomorrow is that day. But today, I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you, and I need to get back to work. And I kind of going to rush through my lunch now. But listen, Modern Family, if you don't watch it, you should. And let me just go through the regular rigmarole. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, what the hell else? Threads, Mastodon.social, @Geek Mentality, on Blue Sky, Mikey-C, on Facebook, Fans Not Experts. That's because the website is fansnotexperts.com, on YouTube, Fans Not Experts as well. 21 days down, 23, 22, 23, 24, 25, 4 days to go. I'm very good at math. I hope everyone's really into the holiday season, because I am now more than ever. One more day and I'm on vacation. Well, yeah, about a half a day, because I got to finish today, half a day tomorrow, and then boom, I'm on vacation. Got to go get a Christmas haircut. Got to go get some pie. Got to make meatballs. Got to get cookies. Oh my goodness gracious. And I got to keep talking and watching Christmas sitcoms. We're done for today, but I'll see you tomorrow. And until then, my friends, thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. And here is my theme song. This is my podcast. I made it. Geek Mentality's what I named it. And I think you should listen and subscribe. 'cause I'm kinda funny and awesome. I think that I'm worth your time, and I'm kinda handsome. My mom says, please listen and please subscribe. At least listen to this episode.
Fast, not experts.